Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love in General reading. This is for the element of air. So if you're a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of April 22nd through the 24th, 2022. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me for a price list if you don't already have it. If you want to reach me by phone, it's a separate process. Make sure you're registered at Bill Per Call. Request your call back. If I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. Also, be sure to check me out on Patreon for the monthly Venus sign readings, and check me out on TikTok. Okay, we have the overall energy as the Devil. We have the Nine of Cups. We've got the Hermit. We have the Ace of Wands, the Fool, Nine of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so in a nutshell, I kind of feel like you guys are doing some sort of shadow work. I feel like you are dealing with anxieties, or you're dealing with parts of yourself that you try to ignore, but you're being confronted with it. Pay attention to the type of people that show up in your life this weekend, because I feel that they are just simply a representation of something that's going on internally, but dealing with your lower nature or lower chakras. It depends on how you view light and dark, but to me this is kind of like dealing with the darkness, dealing with bad habits you might have, codependencies, addictions, obsessions. So yeah, I just kind of feel like you may be dealing with someone who is mirroring that. In a love situation, I like to call it a shadow twin. Someone who is, well, usually the twin flame, that's like such a love and light connection. This one is more like a down and dirty connection. You know, it might be toxic. It might just be something that's too sexual or physical. But, you know, whatever the case, it does indicate that there's an imbalance, or that something is excessive. So you may also need to set boundaries with yourself or the people that are around you. I feel like you also are going to be dealing with desires and temptation. Something is beckoning to you, like, try me, do me, drink me, eat me, like. And I know you can take it there all you want, but it does look like something's going on where you are being tempted. And it's possible that you will successfully ignore whatever the situation is. This also makes me feel like you could be surrounded by a lot of unhealthy things, food and drink, and maybe you're trying to be healthy for whatever reason, but it's like all around you and you're like, oh my God, you know, I'm getting triggered. You know, this is triggering me. But it does seem like you are going to ignore these urges or these desires, or you're like, no thank you, I got this. It's possible. Or you might indulge and just be like, you know what, whatever, I can start over Monday, or it was just a one-time thing. I won't sleep with that person anymore, or one cigarette won't hurt, you know. So whatever it is, it's like maybe you do indulge, but then you're like, okay, I'm done. I still feel that whatever's going on, you might feel a lot of guilt with it. I feel like you're stressing out about some things. You're overthinking things and stressing about something that you want or did or saw. You definitely seem like you don't want to have certain thoughts, but they're obsessive. You might forget about something 1 minute and then all of a sudden you feel obsessed with these thoughts again. You also seem like you are getting ready to go on a new adventure, or you're doing something you don't normally do. And it's kind of like you're a nervous wreck, but you're like, I need to do this. I gotta, get this out of my system, or I need to go on this trip alone, or I need to get on a plane. Like, whatever it is, I feel like you are nervous about it, but you're gonna go ahead and do it. Someone is coming off like a wild card or very unpredictable. It could be you or someone you're dealing with, or maybe someone brings out your wild side. You might find yourself acting out of character. Yeah. I don't know. I'm seeing something like being at a party and doing things that you don't normally do. Kind of like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And maybe that is what's happening. Maybe you do go to Vegas and then you do things that you don't normally do, but you're like so guilty about it. And you're like, well, whatever. What it is, what it is. It was just a one-time thing and I'm done. Okay, now going back to a situation where I feel like you need to set boundaries with somebody. I feel like somebody's getting really comfortable doing something around you or saying something around you. And you just might have to like say, hey, don't forget who you're talking to, or don't forget, just something that you might need to put someone in their place, or just like let somebody know. Like, I'm not the one, or I've been letting you do this, but don't do it again. That's enough. So yeah, I feel like you're gonna have to set boundaries with someone. Even like career wise, where maybe you usually don't say anything, you just let them give you more hours, or you continue to stay in a job even though you're not being compensated for what you do. So I feel like either you're going to ask for more compensation, or you're going to be like, I can't do this anymore. So I do feel like you're going to stand up to a possible bully or pushover, or someone who just crosses boundaries. I feel like you're going to stand up to them. Now, there's a lot of 9s in your reading too. So that may be of some significance. That might be telling you something about your path. Maybe that's your life path. It's possible too that, especially, I feel like you're being told to do some sort of inner work, or something is going on so that you can do inner work. You're learning things about yourself, good things and bad things. I also feel like you guys are going to be very focused on some sort of passion project. You find yourself obsessed with something and you're going to need to take a break. You're like, oh my God, I can't stop reading about this. This is so fascinating. And that could be about anything, but it seems like you are obsessed about something that you're reading or looking into creatively. You even may be kind of obsessed with art, your artwork. Like you can't stop sculpting, or you can't stop painting. It just seems like you're obsessed with something that you're doing or good at. This can even, I can even see like some kind of self-pleasuring. You're like, oh my God, I need to stop. But it feels so good. So I do feel like you're indulging in some sort of guilty pleasure, or at least you feel haunted by it. Like you want to indulge, but you're trying so hard to ignore these urges, and maybe even trying to turn your attention away to something else, and or try to transmute the energy into something else. Love situation, I kind of feel like there is someone around you that is really, they're kind of obsessed with you. I feel like they can't stop thinking about you or watching you or something. You also might need space from somebody that is coming off kind of clingy to you. You might be having like a lot of sexual fantasies or having a lot of sexual dreams this weekend. You're like, what is going on? Like, I keep having these dreams. It also looks like the more you resist something, the more intense it becomes. I also feel like someone is secretly fantasizing about you. You also might have a dream that you feel guilty about, and you're like, why would I dream that? But it just seems like some sort of taboo dream that you might have, and you're like, I don't know what that means. I also feel like you may be dealing with a codependent family member this weekend. Someone who really needs you. It might not even be, it might be something that they can't help. It might be a medical condition. Okay, so for some reason, something is in the air where I feel like guys feel like sending dick pics out. They're like just doing it. Either you're gonna like it or you're not. Or maybe you try not to look at it if you're in a relationship. You feel like that's cheating by looking at it. But yeah, I feel like guys are feeling like sending it out. Something's in the air this weekend. It also could be, female showing her lady parts to somebody, but it kind of seems unsolicited. And I kind of feel like somebody is like testing your response, or you are testing someone's response. Some of you are also stressing because you keep having dreams about somebody and you don't understand why you keep having these dreams about them, especially if they're like sexual dreams. You just keep feeling like, why am I having these dreams? It's possible that someone just wanders into your life, or it seems very random, a very random connection. Or you could randomly hear from an ex. I kind of feel like somebody is like, leave me alone. or I need a break. Someone's feelings might get hurt because they're like, okay, I need a break, or I need to hang up. We've been talking on the phone for hours. I gotta go. I don't know. I feel like somebody might feel some type of way. Someone says what they mean. I feel like someone is being very direct in what they have to say. It might be offensive. It might be shocking, but I feel like someone just they have no filter. I kind of feel too like someone might randomly quit their job and be like, this is for the birds. Like I'm starting my own business, so I'm just gonna focus on my own business. Okay, I feel like you are studying something and you don't believe what you're studying, or you don't want to believe something is true. It could be something about astrology. It could be anything that helps you learn about yourself and your path, your spirituality. Whatever it is, I feel like you don't really want to believe it, or you're like, this is crazy. But you keep going down a rabbit hole. Yep. Okay. Something's definitely going to have you going down a rabbit hole this weekend. You also might share something with somebody and they're like, I don't believe it, but you kind of enlighten them on some things that they were clueless about, and it changes their view forever on whatever this topic is. I feel like somebody's going to share something with you, or you are going to share something with somebody. It's possible somebody might be like TMI, or maybe you feel like it was TMI. Okay, the other thing I see is that there's somebody at a distance watching you and observing you. I feel like somebody is contemplating coming to see you. You could be interacting with your distant relatives, or maybe you are spending time with them or making plans to go see them, or maybe they're coming to spend time with you. I also feel like something costs money, like you're making some sort of plans on how you're going to use your money. Maybe you're going to invest in some property. Maybe you're selling your home. Maybe you're investing in a business. I I feel like somebody's been waiting for the right time, the perfect time to share something with you. And now they feel like, okay, this is the time that I tell you this, or I share this information with you. Somebody may be getting ready to share something about your father or his side of the family. I feel like you're going to learn something about your family that you did not know. You didn't see it coming. You're like, wow. Or maybe you felt it, but now it's being confirmed. You might find out that this person, you know, has some sort of status, or that they had some sort of gift. You also may learn something about a gift that you have or where it came from. It's like, oh, you must have got that from your father. You must have got that from your mom. But it seems like you are learning about some sort of gift you inherited. But especially more so if it comes from your distant relatives or extended family. I feel like somebody is making plans to build a home or buy a home. A love situation, though, I feel like someone wants to be with you, but I don't know, that person might be dealing with somebody already, but they can't stop thinking about you. Either you may find out that an air sign is in love with you, another air sign, or an earth sign. If you blocked someone, I feel like this person has found a way around that. Or if you feel like, well, I deactivated my whole page, like somebody still found a way around that. Somebody is finding ways to communicate with you. All right, let's look at some energy cards. All right, additional messages for air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, we have community, rest and rejuvenation, storm warning, overall energy, man holding a coin. Okay, so I do feel like someone wants to meet you or get to know you. They're trying to get you to trust them or open up to them. They just want to get acquainted with you. There is a possibility that there's a friendship being established, some sort of bond being formed. It also could be that your friends or family are trying to introduce you to someone. Okay, I'm seeing something about a spiritual event. You could meet someone at a spiritual event, even if it's online. But I feel like you're being connected with someone that's really connecting to you in a spiritual way. And it also looks like there's something that's happening out of the blue, something very unexpected. So this is very similar to the Tower. So you might hear from somebody that you weren't expecting to hear from. You also could be surprised at the fact that something actually manifested. And if this does have something to do with the weather where you live, I feel like that is some sort of a sign for you. Like it's something that's happening right before something manifests. There's going to be a sign. You also may have developed some sort of gift, a powerful gift, and maybe you're playing around with it. I'm getting something about destruction. I feel like you're channeling or manipulating energies. It could just be that you are practicing your telekinesis or airbending. This also looks like something could be awakening within you. Something is being activated, or something's being illuminated, and I feel like it comes in a way that you weren't expecting. I feel like something's going to be revealed to you. I do feel too like you need to trust your intuition or listen to your sixth sense, because it's trying to show you something or warn you about something. I feel like you also need to be prepared to embrace some sort of major event that's getting ready to happen. Yeah. And I also feel like your enemies are going to be revealed to you in a dream. Or someone who's very envious of you. Someone's true colors are going to show. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sending love and grace.